Me personally, I will try and get it up as high as possible before I have somebody try and pull it. So like kind of like what he's doing now, he's kind of swimming in, he's trying to pull it up a little bit. Obviously he's gonna need help, but if he can just get it up at least to a point where it stops moving. So what I normally do is I normally have them swim both arms first, right? When he's swimming, right, he's coming down, out, down, and back to try and get that, so that this way, that way. So when he's swimming, he's coming out, down, and back, and that's gonna make his life easier when the shirt's coming on. So after you do 2 arms, whichever arm is not up as high, do that one first. So when you're doing 1 arm at a time, you want to have your handler be in front of you, because you're basically going to be swimming into the shirt. So so as you're coming through, it should be this movement, because you want to make sure that the shirt is situated the way that it should be. So as he's swimming, your handler is going to be pulling in the other direction. So 1, 2, 3. So after it stops moving, you're gonna go to the other side. Same thing. 1, 2, 3. That one's up a little bit more. All right. Come back. When they're even, and you're just gonna do the same motion, but you're gonna be pressing down on the bar while your training partner is pulling in the opposite direction.
Now, once the elbow's exposed, do you feel like that's like good enough?
See,
or do you ever...
I think the
sleeve's a little long.
this sleeve's longer. So there's two trains of thought. If you have the ability to, I like to fold the sleeve.
Yeah, so I like some of the, depending on the shirt, like some
Depending
shirts
on the brand and whatever shirt
I like
you're
to fold
using,
the shirt as well.
I like to fold the sleeve. One, because it gives you a little bit more tightness. It's a little tighter, right? You're good, because your elbow has to be exposed. You can't have your elbow covered by, I don't think, in any federation.
Yeah, it's a pretty typical rule.
Then you're good. This one's got to go up more. So same thing, over the bar. Got it? Good. All right, so that elbow's exposed. You want to make sure that the shirt, that the shirt is the same height on both sides. So this arm's got to come up a little bit more.
Just trying to make it as symmetrical as possible.
Yeah, you want to make sure it's good. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Very good. Right, so once that's all set, I'll do one more final one from the back. To make sure that it's situated, go to the front.
So depending on, like, obviously I know we talked about, so we're gonna use, so some shirts have that Velcro in the back. You can also use a belt to hold the shirt down. Any tips on that, or just make sure it's secure?
I have Velcro, but I also use a belt. I don't like my Velcro too tight, because then it kind of pulls my shoulders.
Yeah, so just
this way.
secure it, and then maybe
It's just to secure it, and then when I put my belt on, I sit my belt high, probably like right around my belly button, so that it kind of when I
push it up.
When I push up, it gives me something. It's a little bit higher, so you're not getting a press until it's touched something.
It's got to touch your body.
It
Yeah.
has to touch your body. It doesn't have to touch necessarily your chest. So if you're benching, especially multiply, you're gonna be benching lower, touching top of the ab, right? You want to make that. You want to get that as propped up as you can. So he wears his belt a little bit lower than I do, but if you look from the side, right, when he pushes his belly out, right, we want to touch up here, right? So we want to shorten that range of motion as much as possible. So if he when he braces, right, he's bracing, pushing his belly out, stand normal. Right, so that's normal. When he braces, he's giving himself another 2 inches off his stroke because he's able to push his belly up. And having the belt here not only keeps the shirt set, but also gives you a little bit more prop.
And as far as like where the collar should be and jacking up the shirt, like what's the difference of having the collar high versus
so having the collar high, rewind, in a shirt, everything is done and all of your pop is coming from this chest plate.
Yep.
From this chest plate and from this collar. All right, so where you situate the collar is going to be very important to, one, how easy it is to actually complete the lift, but also how much support you're going to get. So the lower the chest plate, the lower the collar, the more support, the more pop you're going to get. So, and another thing is pull the titties out like this. Pull the chest plate. Oh, that's going to hurt. Hold on. Pull the chest plate low, pull the titties out, and now.
So when people say like jacking the shirt,
this
that's
is
what we're talking
jacking the shirt. You're actually jacking the shirt down. You're pulling the chest plate down and pulling your chest up. So now, instead of the shirt sitting up here where it was before, it's all the way down here. So this is going to do 2 things. It's going to make it a lot harder for him to touch. 3 things actually. A lot harder for him to touch, right? He's going to get a lot more pop out of the shirt this way. But it's also going to change his groove a little bit, right? Because now the chest plate is lower, his groove is going to be a little bit lower on his stomach.
You got to be careful of dumping the bar.
Exactly. So
jack it too much.
So if you jack it too much, right, then it's going to be harder to touch, and because you're going to be so low, you're just going to dump it on your stomach. So especially in a shirt, you have to be very careful with how much you jack it up or jack it down, because it could make it actually harder to lift, because technically you're lowering your groove and you're making it harder to touch.
So just for people watching, there are times and a place where you want to jack it down. Let's say if you're in a meet and maybe your opener touch is easy, but the press was maybe a little harder than expected.
Then you want to jack it down
maybe
so
your
that
second or third, you might make an adjustment.
You're pulling it down because you want the chest plate to stop the bar, basically, essentially from coming to your chest. So the more their chest that's out, right, the harder it's going to be to get down there. All right. There's other ways that you can jack up a shirt. You can actually jack up the triceps as well.
So pinching the sleeves.
Yeah. So
that's a little bit more of an advanced technique.
Yeah. So another way to do this is you actually create a cuff on the tricep. You actually pull the tricep down like this and then pull the shirt back up. So now you have this crease right here, and all the weight now is distributed, if you look, in this straight line.
And what you say?
The cuff of the tricep, the chest plate, and then the cuff on the other tricep.
If someone was having issues transitioning to lockout in a meet, would pinching the sleeves be like a strategy?
Yeah, so if you're having issues touching, then you want your chest plate to be higher. If you're touching very easy, then you want to pull your chest plate lower. If you're having issues with your lockout, is when you want to cuff your sleeves.
So I think a lot of times with the bench shirt, sometimes people will try to adjust things, but they don't really know what they're doing.
They don't know what they're doing, or they adjust it too much.
So
right. So
one
like
thing's to be repeatable.
If we pull this chest all the way down like this, right, and really cuffed both sleeves, both triceps, right, and had him try and touch something, he's not going anywhere. Right, that's it. So one, he's got to be technically sound enough to be able to lift in this type of compromised position, but also be able to execute the lift with a bar over your face. So some people will think, oh, I'm gonna bench, 50 pounds more than I've ever benched before. I'm just gonna jack down the chest plate, or I'm just gonna jack down the shirt and tighten up the sleeves. That's not necessarily how it's gonna work.
Yeah, and I would tell you, you want things to be repeatable. So
yeah.
You always keep trying different things, and you're not really it's gonna be hard to figure out when you get to a meet where you actually want it to be. So try to make note of these. I don't know if you've ever heard. I've heard of guys even like
I've heard of
putting tattoos.
Of
like,
like,
they want the
like
chest plate.
big time. They like
just so they're so
they
precise,
had like
yeah.
3 lines, and it was like opener, second,
yeah.
third,
That's awesome.
of like where they would have to pull the collar down to.
But we're not saying
I'm not telling you to tattoo
get
your chest,
tattoos, but the point is the precision really makes a difference, and I think the bench shirt probably of all 3 lifts.
I think so.
It's the most
It's
skilled.
definitely. I think
you got to be the most precise.
Shirted bench is the most technically challenging.